The pandemic that affects the world in various aspects nowadays has generated various problems in the short and long term. A fairly important issue is education because being the base of society, those problems that are generated will cause enormous consequences in the future. And this is the right moment to ask ourselves the following question. Will we bet on a reform that can end many of the problems of society? Or will we continue to educate young people who, upon reaching adulthood, have no idea of the skills they possess?
About this topic of the pandemic, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons, so let's start. A pro is that with online classes, students can continue their academic program. That is good because they can finish their their terms or their topics. Another pro is that with online classes, students or people have not possibilities to be contagious. Another pro is that people have to know more about technology. This is good because sometimes or some people don't know about to use this service. So now let's start talking about cons. Okay, some people don't have the opportunity to use these technology services, so they can receive the online classes. Another cons is that the platform that the school gives sometimes collapse, so students can receive their classes or they can send their activities or homeworks. Some cons, and very important, is that if you are a lot of hours in front of the thing, you will be sick. For example, had a lot of headache, problems of your eyes or of your back. And another cons is that people need a physical contact. They need to talk with their friends or teachers like face to face.
Internationally, it's known that the pandemic have affected globally schools and system educations in all type of countries around the world. No one is safe from having to develop classes using different digital methods. This includes the most educating countries of the world. They're trying to implement these digital methods for they continue having their excellent educations, and for actually they're doing really great. This top trend more educated countries doing by the exam PISA 2018. We got in first place at China, second place Singapore, third place Macau, that is Hong Kong, Estonia, Finland, Canada, Ireland, South Korea, and last in number 10 we got Polonia. As we can see, this PISA test evaluate lecture, mathematics, and science. China, as you can see right here, supers everyone in the three exams.
Okay, so this pandemic have very bad influence in the education nowadays, but we have to make plans of action. We have to make plans of develop the next step of education, because we have to leave that education system in the past. So the new the new plans of education, the plans of action that we are developing as a group to improve that quality of education and the new education to this era. It's basically based in biosecurity, is based in education, the methodology, in the in the schedule, in the students also, because if you make a very good plan of biosecurity in the school, then they will get like 0 cases extra in the school. So it will be safer for the workers, for the students, for the teachers, and other people that visit the school. So this process, it have to be like step by step, day by day. It can be like boom, fast. It can be like in that moment, because the people will be tired in like 5 or 4 months, because it's a very big change, and they are not like, it's not common, that type of changes. So these changes, these plans have to be implemented like step by step, day by day. So this is our like view of the topic of this pandemic and the influence of the education. So also it have a plan of education.
We know that changing the educational system authentically requires a lot of work, since many aspects must be taken into account, and it isn't something that is taken lightly. But we must begin by understanding that we must first listen to the opinion of many, because each perspective is necessary, and collective work is required to complement each other, and thus we will find the ideal model.